Hello, and welcome to this edition of Reston Today. I'm Andy Siegel, your host. In today's segment, Paul Thomas gives us an update on the Reston Master Plan Special Study Task Force and how communications is helping to develop a unified community voice. Each year, RA members have the opportunity to vote for their board of directors, and this process begins with a call for candidates. Ellen Graves, Elections Committee Chair, tells us more. And did you know that George Mason University Libraries has a special planned community archives that collects and journals Reston's history? Come and join us as we walk through the halls of Reston's past. Please, stay with us. You can't go far in Reston without hearing that Metro is coming, and that will bring change. For the last year, a community task force has been hard at work planning just for that.
All the subcommittees that have been looking at the station areas, that's the Wheelie Station area, Reston Parkway, and Herndon Monroe, have submitted reports to the task force. Hi, I'm Paul Thomas, and I'm the RA representative to the Reston Master Plan Special Study Task Force. And I want to get you caught up on where we are and where we're going with the task force. Now, the task force as a whole is starting to go through all of those reports and figure out what our recommendations are going to be. Chances are that recommendation will probably come sometime this spring, maybe early summer. But between now and then, there's going to be a lot of work working on wording, figuring out densities, land use, and a lot of other work will be going on as well. As we move forward into this final phase of this part of the task force work, we really need to rely on RA's committees, the advisory committees that help the board with a lot of good information. The environmental subcommittee, we have a transportation committee, pedestrian and bicycling, even neighborhoods and seniors. All of those can help us get good information for recommendations that I and they themselves can take directly to the task force. A lot of good information comes from the advisory committees that we have in Reston Association, and that's really critical to this stage of the process. Please look to RA's website for information. There's a button right on the main page for information about the task force. Click that, you can get to all of the schedules for the meetings, look for the meetings that interest you, and come and get involved.
While national elections are now behind us, Reston Association is gearing up for the 2011 elections for Board of Directors. If you have interest in learning more about the process, please plan to attend our upcoming Candidates Information Session. Ellen Graves, Elections Committee Chair, has more details.
In the spring of 2011, members of the Reston Association will have an opportunity to elect 2 directors to the Reston Association Board of Directors. Each director will serve a term of 3 years. The Reston Association Board of Directors determines goals and policies, and they make a significant and lasting contribution to our community. Members are invited to attend an election information session on Wednesday, December the 15th at 7 p.m. at the Reston Association at 12001 Sunrise Valley Drive. Thank you.
Whether you're a history researcher or have a piece of Reston history that you'd like to see preserved, you'll find the right resources here at George Mason University. This is the site of the planned community archives here at GMU's Fenwick Library. The library is open for researchers, and staff are available to help find materials. You're encouraged to call ahead so that materials can be pulled and waiting for you. Prior to your visit, you can prepare by using the online research tools as well. The library does accept donations of photographs and papers, but it's best to make an appointment so that they can plan for your arrival. Make sure to make a list of the items you are donating. The library staff will sort and arrange them.
The collection consists of a range of materials in different formats: documents, correspondence, meeting minutes, audiovisual materials, photographs, the list goes on. And they range on a variety of subjects related to the history of Reston. We have founding documents about the early years, the development, the ideas behind it, and then sort of the history as it's developed over the years. This is an important collection because it represents a comprehensive history of Reston. And the collections here represent multiple perspectives of people who were involved in the development. You know, the construction aspects, the early planning and mapping of the land, surveys of the land, through the first neighborhoods that were built and the first people who lived here, and then the people who live there today. Their perspectives that have helped shape Reston and make it this unique and interesting community.
You can get full details on our website. Just click on the GMU link on our homepage. I'm your host, Andy Siegel. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Reston Today.